Welcome to Tranquility IoT and Big Data Solutions, your IoT partner. We are offering a lot of different types of products in the area of industrial IoT and energy management. We have a very unique design which helps us to offer a secure, scalable and interoperable functionality in terms of IoT in various areas. We have specially focused in the area of manufacturing as well as energy management. We have extended our offerings to agriculture as well as for building management systems as well. To take you through to some of the products, I would like to walk you through each of the products that we offer, which will be of interest to you to offer solutions to your problems that is existing in your various domains. This is one of our flagship products that we have developed. It's highly customizable, which will also help us to offer very cost-effective solution to our customer. If you look at any industrial IoT application, a single machine usually have multiple sensors connected to it. In terms of a hydraulic pack, you'll always see an oil temperature, oil pressure, oil level, these types of different sensors connected to it. Now, real use case, we've seen up to 12 sensors connected to a single machine. So we have developed a multi-port controller which enables us to offer this solution in a very cost-effective way to customers. So this single multi-port controller will be able to host up to 12 different sensors onto a single device. This will also do analysis of the data within the product, as well as it will be able to send the data wirelessly. So as per the customer requirement, it's possible for us to offer plug-and-play solutions in terms of communication. So if a customer prefer Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, LoRa, 4G, NB-IoT, any of this, it's just a plug-and-play kind of an adapter that we put into this, and we'll be able to offer a solution. This will actually cut down the cost for you in terms of going industrial IoT. So if you look at various range of products, this is yet another product that we offer, which actually is a reduced version of that multi-port controller that you just saw. This has got the capability to connect up to 4 to 5 sensors. So if we have a lesser number of sensors connected to a machine, this will be the ideal solution for you. Again, highly plug and play kind of mechanism in which you can be able to offer you different communication protocol based on your requirement. This is our flagship product, which is the IoT Gateway, which has got the capability to handle heterogeneous protocol. So this has got the capability to handle Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, LoRa, UPnP, Modbus, BACnet, and 4G as well as NB-IoT capability. As per your requirement, we'll be able to plug and play multiple protocols onto the same gateway, which will help you to communicate with the different sensors using different communication protocol in your shop floor or in any environment. This also has got the capability to host any kind of application on top of it. That means a lot of critical decision making can happen at the gateway level itself without having to send it to the cloud, and then the cloud having to make a decision and then send it back to the IoT network. So this is, we have 3 US patents and 1 Euro patent that has already been approved on this particular gateway. Energy is very costly, so it's very important for the whole industry to map how much energy they're consuming. Not only map the energy consumed, but where it is actually being consumed. This is such an important factor for every domain that is existing now. So we have smart meters which has got the capability to handle that. It is very easy to install because we use split core based technology. So you can just tap across the wires and you'll be able to pretty much do that. There's no shutdown time required for your machines or for equipment. This also has got protocol agnostic in nature. So as per the customer requirement, we'll be able to provide you with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, 4G or NB-IoT kind of capability. For domestic as well as industrial applications, this can be extended to, and we can offer you from 35 amps all the way to 1000 amps. So it's a very effective mechanism for not only knowing the energy consumption, but also would like to give you a very detailed picture of the utilization of every device. For example, a machine, how long it has been running with an idle load, how long it has been running with a full load on it, and how long it has been shut down. This is such an important measurable for a production house. Likewise, if you're looking from a healthcare perspective, how long it took me to load a patient and how long was the waiting time for the next patient to get loaded. These are some of the important parameters which will help them to process optimize the entire operations, so that you'll be able to roll out more products in your production line, as well as you'll be able to have more patients being fed into the MRI machine. One of the important capability that we have developed is converting legacy systems. For example, there are a lot of machines out there which has got Modbus TCP, Modbus RTU, which has got RS-232, RS-40, 485 kind of interfaces, BACnet, then we have SNMP, OPC, all the different types of connected or wired protocols. We have the capability to convert all of them into wireless. So these adapters have got the capability to convert them into any kind of protocol, wireless protocol that you prefer to. As I said, all our products are protocol agnostic, so we can plug and play any of these modules into it and convert that. For example, if you want to convert a PLC that has got Modbus RTU, Modbus TCP or BACnet or any of these protocols, we have adapters which can be plugged onto it and be readily converted. If you have smart meters, which has got the capability to output the data through the Modbus RS-232, RS-485 ports, we'll be able to interpret those data as well as and push it wireless for you. So that's a major capability that we have developed in terms of cost savings as well for the customer. This is a very effective tool that we have developed for the solar area, where most of the solar implementation, they would like to monitor the net meter as well as the meter that pushes the energy back into the grid, as well as they would like also to monitor the parameters that the inverter provides. So this is a single device which has got the capability to connect two optical ports. So if your meter has got optical ports, we'll be able to connect this to the optical ports, and as well as we'll be able to connect your inverter, which has got an RS-485, to the same device and push the data wireless over any medium, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, 4G, whatever is your preference. There are a lot of variations to this product. If you want two of your meters to be connected to your RS-232 485 port, we can provide that. If your inverter has got Modbus TCP, we'll be able to offer that as well. So any combinations of connections in terms of legacy system connectors, we'll be able to provide you and make them all wireless or IoT enabled through this mechanism. We offer different types of level sensing mechanism, both for industrial as well as for domestic applications. This is a laser-based level sensor which can actually give you very high accuracy up to 1 centimeter and go up to 25 meters in depth for measuring your liquid or solid properties very clearly. And then this is an ultrasonic sensor which can go up to 8 meters and then offer you the level of both liquid as well as solid. This can be in conjunction with the motor control unit, can also be used to control the motors as well. So we can turn off or on based on the level in the tanks, or it can also be used to remotely trigger the motor through SMS, or you can also do it through your mobile application, or it can be connected to various applications to control it based on the certain thresholds or certain values. This is a smart plug. This has got the capability not only to remotely control the device or equipment that is connected to it, but can also accurately measure the power parameters that the equipment is consuming. This is also be very useful to actually look at how much consumption is happening in terms of the utilization of the device. For example, the device is being on for a certain period of time, it is off for a certain period of time, how long it has consumed this much amount of power. All this information can be very readily available using this smart plug, and it's very accurate. This is real-time location systems, especially in the hospital environment where you would like to monitor where your devices or equipments are. For example, your wheelchairs, the porters who pushes them around, your portable biomedical equipments like ECG machines which is transported along with the stretchers. Where is my stretchers and where are my porters? So this is the right ideal solution for it. It's a Bluetooth based real-time location system. We have different types of tags that can be attached to the equipments and also to the employees. So various form factors that we can provide you. And this is the router which has got both Bluetooth receiver as well as Wi-Fi transmitter. So this has got the capability to pinpoint where your devices are or equipments are at a point of time within about 6 meters radius. This is a temperature humidity sensor. It's very widely used in data centers, in climate controlled environments, both in refrigerated rooms as well as this can also be used in moving trucks, which is called climate controlled environments inbuilt. So this can also push the data to the gateway, and then it can push the data onto the cloud. So this has got the capability to push data using Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, or it can also use LoRa and 4G capability. We're also building in NB-IoT capability into it. Likewise, for environmental monitoring, we also have LPG leakage detection sensors, which can give you an alarm as well as send mobile alerts as and when LPG leakage is being detected. Likewise, we have CO2 sensors, which can also be used in both industry as well as domestic applications to monitor the levels of CO and CO2 at any environment, and also can send out alerts. It can also be protocol agnostic and can be connected to any kind of Wi-Fi network. This is a light controller. So this is widely used in large buildings where you have clusters of light to be controlled. So from the control room, it's possible for the building managers to control the lights within the building. So this can take up to 8 ports. Each port can take up to 5 amps of lights. So that means you'll be able to control a larger room by using maybe a couple of these devices. This can also be working over Wi-Fi or LoRa or 4G, and you'll be able to control a whole hall by using this. And this can also be extended to control street lights. So we have used this for implementation of street light controls also widely. So if you're extending your building and if you want to add more smoke sensors, the usual practice is to connect the smoke sensors all the way to the control panel. So if you don't want to do that for extra wirings, it's possible for us to do the same thing using a combination of these two equipments, and then you can wire up all your smoke sensors onto this same controller, and the controller will be able to send the data to the nearest gateway, and the gateway will be able to give out alerts in case one of the smoke sensors trigger. You can pinpoint and say that it's actually this particular smoke sensor that has triggered, and will be able to take corrective actions from the gateway itself without having to send the data to the cloud. So this can be a very useful solution, especially when you are extending your building management systems. So these are 3 use cases that we actually provided using our multi-port controllers. So this, we are actually implemented a full-fledged solution for plywood industry to completely automate it. The only thing the operator has to do is to press the start button on the HMI, and it will apply the right amount of pressure, temperature, and it curate it for a certain period of time based on the thickness of the plywood that is being produced. This actually have 3 control systems like this, which is talking to each other, and then the entire operation is being automated. So this controller will help us to do that. This can also be powered from solar. So we actually powered it from the solar systems, and we have an onboard battery also provided. This is actually a solution that we provided for the electricity board for monitoring the health of a transformer. So we look at the load parameters, we look at the temperature of the oil, we also look at the level of the oil in the transformer, and then we'll be able to give upfront information or to the maintenance team. This is very useful because it will be able to help them to monitor the load at any point of time because it's real-time data capture, and this is very useful to identify stealing of electricity as well. So another example is this be actually a mechanism that we implemented in one of the hydraulic packs in one of the factories in Chennai, and this controller is actually very plug and play because all our sensors can be interfaced pretty quickly with the device like this by using these kind of connectors, which is very easy for us to connect it to the controller, and then it's very easy for them to manage as well. So multi-port controller can help in connecting multiple sensors at one go into this controller and then monitor them wirelessly.